Hello, this is Tria, and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. I am passionate. I'm passionate about helping middle-aged adults like myself overcome the fear of leaving your your six-figure income to your six-figure job to start a business. And I want to help people like myself be able to do that. So today I'm going to just give an update on the Turo platform here, since what happened on Friday. I'm going to give a quick update and answer a few of these questions that I've been getting, so I don't get too far behind. But first, I'd like to say that I'm excited that here it is Monday. And for those of you who don't know, on Thursday, I purchased five new vehicles from the Ford dealership in my business name. I got them insured and listed on the Turo platform on Friday. And as of today, Monday, all except for one have been booked and are out on trips. So I'm just excited that this thing is moving extremely fast. So I wanted to pop in really quick just to kind of give an update before I get too far behind, because today was a really busy day. Since I had like five new cars to have to juggle into my program here. I had a 7 a.m. pickup on one of the new cars. And so the new cars, when you first list them on the platform, all of the features they're not available to your car. So like I offer airport pickup, it's not showing as available until like I guess your car has to be, their listing has to be so many days old before it opens up for all those things. So I had to remote do it. I didn't They weren't qualified or eligible to be on the Turo Go app, and I didn't have the safety box that's needed to go in there. I did order those, so they will be in here, but until that happens, the new cars, the five new ones, I still have to interact with the guests. Like I have to check their identification, their driver's license, and I have to remote open it. So that was kind of a downer, but not really. It just also allowed me to see how many little holes that I have in my system. It's not as tight as I thought, because I had to go back and make sure that I added all of the messages that's supposed to go automatically out to the guest. It was only going out to the two cars that I had on there. So anyway, I had to go back in there and do a lot of of maintenance and to get things up to date. And also some of my trips, like I got some of the biggest trips that I've had. The Escape was I listed it, and then 1 hour later, it received a booking. And then a few hours later, after that, it received a booking to be picked up in a few hours. And then a few hours after that, it received a booking for 6 weeks. This is going to be the longest booking that I have. I'm just excited about that. So this thing is working, and it's working really nice, and I'm just excited. So I had a question from Christopher, who was concerned and asked if I had trackers on the vehicles. And I want to say that I have all new Fords, and that the Ford has an app called the Ford Pass. And within that app, you have the trackers where you can see the location of the vehicles. You can see the gas, the mileage. You can see all those things on the vehicle. It also gives you alerts if there was some safety issues, like if someone was speeding or an impact or something like that. You'll get alerts for that. Also, you can start and stop it too. So a lot of people were concerned about, people taking off with your cars and stuff like that. However, with the GPS and the tracker on there, you really, you're not that worried, because you're going to get your car back. So to stress out about it, you really shouldn't. Why it's good to have a lot of cars on there too. So you won't, just one little car, then you really might be micromanaging on that. So for your question, Christopher, yes, all of the vehicles do have trackers on it. I think it's very important. If you're going to get off into this, you want to know where your cars are at. So it kind of gives you a peace of mind having the trackers on there. So just again on the update, after I was proud that this time around with 5 cars, I was able to get them listed and out making money like within 48 hours. 'Cause, again, when I did this back in June 28th, when I started with the Turo cars, I had bought the cars June 10th, and literally took me, those, what was that, 10, 14 days or something like that to actually, get them up there. But, wash, rinse, and repeat. When you do something the second time, it's a lot faster. You're a lot more confident because you know exactly what's going on. I had already had 30 trips as a Turo host. And, so I knew exactly how to do it, and, so the second time around is always a lot better. And like I said, I had almost doubled the amount of cars that I had. And when I do the next VOD, I'll let y'all see how, that driveway that was originally packed with all those cars, it's empty now, except for the crashed edge that's still in there, because I was working today on getting that claim filed and all that stuff. So I'll let y'all know too, because I did shoot some footage on that to see how it goes. It's a long process, and right now these collision shops are like backlogs. So they told me it's going to be like 7 days before they can even look at it to give an evaluation. So another reason why I'm grateful that I have other cars, to be making money. Because if I only had that one or only had that two, half my fleet, is going to be out of commission. So it wouldn't be like a good business or anything like that. I do want to show y'all though, how far I am up in the ranking, as far as like if you were to get on the Turo app and you're going to get some cars. I have a good percentage of the market share, because there's 10 Fords, and 7 of them are mine, and only the 7 that I have are 22. So the other ones are older. So I have, that's all me. So if anyone's looking for those Fords and they come to Montgomery, you're going to get me. And I'm not even haven't been on the platform long enough to earn the status of all-star host. However, I'm getting all of the privileges. As you can see, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show y'all how where I rank in the search engine for the Turo. All right, so I'm going to share the screen right here. Check this out. I'm really proud of myself, because it's really amazing. I've accomplished all of this in such a short time. So here we go. This here is the Turo platform. And I just put in these dates for December, because I've got bookings on all my cars. I just want y'all to see how, let me just do it too so you can see how these are the top 7. This is all mine. This is me, my Edge, my Explorer, my other Explorer, my Mustang, my other Edge, and my Escape right there. I'm the top 7, and all I have is the 7 on there. And then you can see this person here is an all-star host, but they come in after me. Here's another all-star host who's behind me also. So for this area in Montgomery, I'm the cream of the crop. So I'm excited about that. So whenever they're to look for something, they're gonna show to me. We got me a comment on here, Monty Bass. What's up? Checking in, getting some of this Turo game. That's right, Monty Bass. This Turo game is really it's working hard. Thursday I bought 5, and Friday I got them all insured and registered, and I washed them myself, detailed them myself. I didn't waste any money getting photographs. I did my own photographs, and the cars were getting booked right away. With my own little photographs. The first set of vehicles, I I guess it's like, your first kid and your second kid. The second one, I was just like snap, 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 put it out there, and I felt like my reputation of being a 5-star host was gonna, really work for me, and it did. So within hours, the first car that I listed and got up to the drop spot was out, and all 5 of them, except for one, have been booked or out, getting there. So I'm excited because that accident that happened actually was a blessing in disguise, because had that not happened, I probably would have, continued to kind of kick my heels around, kind of drag it out as far as someone's about to knock on my door. Um, I'm so sorry. This has never happened before. Excuse me for 2 seconds, please. I'm probably gonna cut this live off. I don't know. You can go ahead and check. There's no dog back there. You're welcome. Sorry, y'all. Oops. Thanks for sticking with me though. That was they want to check my backyard for you. Anyway, back to the story here. I forgot where I was at, but yeah, so it's a great time to get off into it. It's very easy. I'm still managing it by myself. I'm just super excited that this thing is working. It doesn't take much, and I'm just really, it's really an easy something. Let's see here. I've got another question here. Monty Bass wants to ask, how do you determine if your area has a good demand for Turo? Does Turo have something on their website for this? Actually, Turo really doesn't, but there is this 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, and let me give you a little share here. This 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, which is kind of like an app that helps you to it helps Turo out. So this is the 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, and so it syncs with your with the Turo. So here, these are all my cars in here, my little 7 cars, my fleet. So you go to this here analytics, and this is the Turo demand index. So you click on it, and it's going to show you the current demand in your area. Right now, the demand is 47.1%, which is moderate. Like when I first started on the platform back in July, this was down to like 21%. So it's been growing. And at that time, there were only 22 cars on here. So you can see a few more cars have been added. And of course, courtesy to me, I've added more cars to the platform also. And so you can see that this is what the demand would be like. Also, this will show you the market as far as like which cars are out there, the market for the make of cars. And since I've added the more Fords on there, like I'm number 1 here with the Fords. And here are the different makes and models. So this will give you an idea, like if you're thinking you want to try to put like a luxury car or something like that on there, you can check your demand, your area, and see like what cars are doing what on there. Like here's this little BMW X3. It doesn't seem to be pulling too much weight, but so that's this is a great thing for that. This also helps you to keep your fleet together. Like this will show you all of your bookings for all of your cars. It's a way where you can consolidate and put all your stuff in one space on this here. Let me stop sharing on this here 𝐾𝐾𝐨𝐼𝐭. And so that's how I would determine. And then also I looked at my own analytics. I saw that the Edge, like I said before, the Edge was bringing in the money. That's why before I even did anything with the one that got crashed, I went immediately to try to replace it to get more, because I was like, this thing is cranking. So also the 𝐥𝐢𝐤, which is even less expensive than the Edge, that's the one, like people slurp that up. So for the most part, I think that more people looking for like economy, something that's inexpensive, like they're gonna want to save money. So because someone booked it for 6 weeks, and that was the longest booking. And 2, also tweaked how I allowed the cars to be rented in the beginning. Like I said, when your first kid, you log extra with it and stuff. Like I didn't want anybody to rent the car out for more than a month because I wanted to be able to feel like I wanted to see it, to put eyes on it, to make sure, all that stuff. So this time I just let the algorithm, like, give it all up, give it all up with, freely. And then I end up getting those long bookings. So had I still been real cautious and micromanaging and, worried about that kind of stuff, I would have missed out on, the biggest pay to date on the economy car. So think about it like that. My plan is now I want to get some more. The next batch of cars I want to be more luxury cars like BMWs. But I've heard that BMW also has a program where they're helping people to get cars to put on these sharing platforms and stuff. And I drive a BMW. I like the BMW. I know when I go visit places, I like to rent. I like to rent a BMW too. And however, those aren't always available. So I know that there's other people like me that when they travel, if they're driving a high end car or something like that, or a fancy car, they may want to rent that too. So there is a market, if that's what you were thinking, Money Bass, of getting like something special. Because I also do want to try to get like a Corvette or something like that. I've heard those cars do pretty good on this platform too. So um, thanks for your questions, Money Back. I think you'll do good. You can also pair your these Turo cars up with your Airbnb hosts, because the 6-week person, they're coming from Alaska, and I think they're travel nurses. So a lot of them have Airbnb, will stay in the Airbnb. So you could market that to your Airbnb guests. Some people do that. It will be a plan for me too in the future, but right now it seems like the Turo thing is easy because of all of the difficulties that's going on with car rental places. Like I know a lot of people want to rent cars, but like Avis and Enterprise and all that are making it super hard. They want to see that major credit card. They want to put a $400 hold on you. And some people don't necessarily have a credit card. So with Turo, anybody who's over 21, have a valid driver's license, is eligible to rent, because you're going to pay as you go, as you rent. So, it opens up the door for a lot of, business people to come in there and get your business started. Because I actually had an Avis person, sorry, not Avis, rent Enterprise to rent, book a car, book one of my cars for one of their customers that they didn't have. Yeah, I like that. Let me see. Put that up there. Question, Money Bass said, wow, great idea. Airbnb linked with Turo. Yes, that is an awesome idea. Too, especially because say the person is flying in, right? I love my dropping off the cars at the airport, because people are so stressed. My travelers, my guests, they're stressed out about, if their plane is late, or how are they going to make the exchange. So with remote entry, you don't have to worry about meeting your guests. And then once your cars are on the Turo Go app, you don't even have to worry about remote opening the door for them, because they'll have the access on their phone to be able to let themselves in and out. And I'm not sure if you do this with your guests, Money Bass, for your Airbnb. I know when I was traveling, being able to gain entry on my own without having to deal with the host was like, great for me, because, most people want to just get in and get out, and they don't want to really deal with people. Customer service is a different now. People like for it to be, kind of virtual, like they're really not trying to, be interacting with people and stuff. So that'd be a great way. You can just drop your cars off at the airport. Your guests come in, and they just drive on up to the Airbnb. So it's just like you just double dipping and getting a lot of stuff out there. So it's great question, Money Bass. Let me see. Did I tell all of the stuff here? And I did get the receipt for how much money I spent. Like I said, so Thursday, when I got the news about the accident, I went to the Ford dealership, and I was able to, 'cause like I said before, keeping your personal credit good is very important because it's going to allow you to, have a little power in your signature to support your business. And I hadn't even had these cars out for 3 months yet. And when I went back up there, because I had established a good relationship, and I'm in kind of a small town, the dealership there, they were really rooting for me. Like, it was like, they really did a lot of work to get me qualified. I was able to walk out of there with 5 new vehicles with zero down because good personal credit, and then like I'm building up this business credit. So now I'm building up the net worth of the business because now I've got some assets in there with the 8 cars and stuff. So these are all steps, like I said, to plan to build. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. You need to be working on strategically putting ducks in a row so you can build this business up. So in so many months, like 6 months, when I go to ask for more business money in the form of like lines of credit and stuff like that, I have these assets on the books where I could potentially be looking at like a $500,000 or $1 million in business credit. And it's not like a lofty, dream or anything like that. These kind of things happen. I will have shown myself in business for 6 months. And also the thing that I noticed is that when I went back this time, lenders who had previously told me no said yes. And Bank of America was one of those people. And I know they do a lot of stuff for Black women business owners. So I'm excited to, when I go back and show them that I'm doing a good job and a good steward over this money, what they're going to bless me with to do it again. So, hey, we got some greetings here from Nerda. Hey, Nerda, greetings all. We got some of the people up in here doing this thing. And I want to say again, too, on this little platform, I'm proud of you, Nerda, for putting out that video like that, stretching your neck out and doing that. Just keep uploading. Don't let that be the last one. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. So I'm just excited about that. So anyway, it's a zero down. I got in there with the 5 cars. And the money that I had to spend was $743 to register all 5 vehicles and get tags on them. And the insurance came out to I forgot that one, 370 something or 350. It was 3 something to get the insurance on. Hello, Michael Jenkins. Here we go, another person, a new person. Michael Jenkins. Thank you. Great information. Appreciate your comment. So I'm gonna say for like around $1,000, I was able to get 5 new vehicles out there. And like I said, they're already, being cranked out there automatically. So me putting in a good reputation. Now, like I said, I'm the top pick. If you pick any, come here to Montgomery, look for some cars, it's going to be me. So I'm excited about getting in on this ground level and moving on up. So here we go. So hopefully I answered all those questions. Like I said, this was kind of an impromptu because I know I've got more work to do. Like I said, I had to, the white Explorer came back. I had to get that one and flip it. And I had the one to go out this morning. Let's see here. Monty Bass says, how long do you keep the vehicles before you sell them or trade them in? That's a good question. The research that I've done, like 1 to 2 years, 1 to 2 years. But I do plan to sell the fleet or offer to sell the fleet when I go for the line of credit in the next 3 to 4 months. That way I'll be able to keep more of the money since I won't be, when you buy a new fleet and you're financing them, it's cutting in on your, how much green you'll be able to keep, right? Because you have a lot of outgo. So when you can get it with good rates and low payments, and you generate more than you put out, then you still have a decent return of investment here. Look, we got another. Here we go. Salute at Tria. What's going on, lead attorney? Thank you for stopping by here too. You keep busting me out. Now I was trying to do a little quick old pop in on here, and here we go. And we got some more stuff here. Ooh, look at here. We got the whole family up in here. Hey, Adnerda and Monty Bass. That's an awesome teacher here coming here, checking on the students and making sure everybody doing the right thing, which we are. And we just here celebrating on this here Turo thing. Monty Bass is really considering building up him a fleet. And it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to build you up a fleet of vehicles than it is to build up that real estate. Real estate is going to take a big initial investment. And like I said, yeah, look at y'all. Don't be look here. Wait a minute. Now y'all messing me up here. Let's see. Somebody is shouting you out, Lead. What's up, Lead? And we out here putting in here work. We out here putting in work. Here we go. I got to work on my southern accent here, but it's all good. So we all up in here doing the thing like that. So like I said, it's going to be super, super brief. And I've already gone over some facts and all that good stuff. And doing the thing. I'm just doing this so I don't get far behind and keeping up my commitment, which is totally working. So yeah, and Monty Bass, the work that's required to do is super simple too. And your guests for your Airbnb will totally love you. They will totally love you, and all that good stuff. So, did I answer all the questions? Do you have any quick questions before I go? Oh, let me one thing. All right. So I know a lot of us was curious about what happened with the the accident, the injured vehicle and stuff like that. Since I did put that on the back burner to get the new cars first, because like I said, when that happened, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise because that pushed me out there to go get more vehicles. I didn't know I was going to be able to get 5. So I'm now having to keep pushing my goal up because I'm almost at the 10, which was my goal, is to get 10 vehicles. So now I'm excited because they're like throwing all this opportunity at me, and it's a big need, and I'm feeling it. So that's all things that's needed, is to have a need and to have a way to fill the need. So with the accident, there were some forms to fill out, and I got the information that the guest insurance is going to pay for the edge that was injured. However, the collision companies or collision shops are really backlogged, so they're not going to even be able to see the edge until the 29th before I can even get an evaluation for the price of it, which is a really good reason why I was able to get 5. That way, I'm not tripping that this one here is out on the injured list. But it'll be back up and running. Look at this thing is building up, and I feel bad because I really have to leave in just a few minutes. But I'm excited and I'm appreciative of all of the love and support that I've been receiving. And what I was going to show y'all was the little damage report that I printed out from the Turo platform. And so I did spend a little bit of time dealing with the insurance companies, finding out like how to do it, because I was a little worried. Like I didn't know like if that was going to affect my insurance, if it was going to make it be super expensive. I got another question here. Right here. See here. What kind of insurance pays when your vehicle is out of service? Do you no? Okay, so with that plan, you pretty much have to split the money. Do you plan on getting that? No, I don't, because the good thing about that. Okay, so with that plan, I would say that would be a good plan for if you weren't financially set up to be able to fund the money, before like you not counting on the money in order to run your business, because Turo is going to be getting like 40% of your money if you get that plan. So, it's really not, I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it. If you can just set aside, a few thousand to deal with any little, even a few hundred, because with the 75% plan, your deductible is only $250. So, it's not that difficult to find $250. But I do see what you're saying as far as like losing money by that car not being out there. Again, that's when it's smart to have more than one vehicle, because you don't want to be putting all that pressure on your on your bottom. Let me stop. But you want to have more of them out there to kind of share the load and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you didn't have it, that would be smart to do. But again, you should have like a little backup something, a little backup plan, a few thousand, at least 5,000 something in case something happened. Like, I still needed to have that thousand to be able to register the cars and get the insurance, so that's why it's good to have a little small emergency fund just for such a time like that. And then have it be somebody else's money, like business money, because that was the one negative, like I was saying before, when you're using your own personal credit or your own personal funds to do your business. If this thing happened and I have to use my own personal money to do a down payment or any of these things, then that's, it's cutting in on my cash. And then at that time, your credit score is going to go down. But I want to talk more about that too, as far as like how I was able to get 8 cars in 2 months and to still keep a credit score up high too. So there should be a link on here for this 7 figures. It's a funding program. So if you do have good credit and you're thinking of want to start a business, these people are really good about getting you. Sometimes you might need like a little stash of cash, like 10, 20,000, to be able to, to feel comfortable making some moves and stuff. So you don't feel like you're going to use all your cash. So these guys are real good at, if you got good credit, they'll get you some funding to get started on there. And you can click the link below. I'm affiliate with them, and they were also able to help get all those inquiries off of my credit back in June when I got the first batch of cars, because the way they do it to approve you, they call it slingshot or something like that, where they'll just massively pump your credit profile out to multiple people, multiple finance companies, and to get you approved. So you're going to get a lot of inquiries, and it will hurt your score. It's not horrible because the inquiries are only a small portion of the pie of the credit score. The utilization is and time is super important, a big portion of it. But once they got those off, I'm sure that was able to help me when I went back in there 2 months later and come out with 5, and they only zapped a couple of inquiries on me like that. So that's always good to keep your personal credit score up good. And then when you get the business credit, don't just be like, oh, this here free money, and you trying to play and be a baller with that. You have to put that money to work. You have to put that money in something and make money, make money, make money, make money. Like, not, yeah, I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Make the money, make money. Like, the money not to be making something. It's got to be generating something. Can't just be uh a dead asset. It has to be income producing assets. So that's what we want to focus on, getting those income producing assets. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out and sticking with me, especially all those people from back in the past that sticking by me while I was going through all these different niches trying to find myself. And I'm just excited about finding Turo. I can't say enough great things about it. And I'm excited about getting in on the, entry level and being able to promote it and to show people how easy it is to rent a car from Turo than having to go through all of the red tape from these other companies. You do it all on your phone. You don't have to go in there and deal with a person at the counter and none of that stuff. You just get to go, we got somebody else up here sending out something to Shirley Cook. Money make money. Yeah, you get it. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for shouting that out there. Miss Shirley Cook up there representing for the older people too that's coming in there doing the Turo car. It's not that difficult. I got a few older people that's trying to figure out how to keep up with the times and using these smartphones to handle business and stuff like that. But anyway, I was going to pop in and say that because I have to get back out there. I'm still working the business myself. And let me say this really quick before I go, that one of the great things about being your own, working for yourself, is you could be flexible. You're able to help your family because, when you have to punch a clock, your time is not yours. It belongs to your employer. So, you have to do what they tell you to do. You have to, take the break when they tell you. You have to get permission for everything. So that's a great thing to have the financial freedom. And that's why I really want to coach or help anybody break out of the fear of leaving that job, especially when your job is, paying your bills. It's scary to leave that and, try to be your own boss. But I want to say that, it can be done if you're willing to work. If you work as hard for yourself as you do for your employer, you already got it right there. That's like 90%, 75% of the battle right there. So anyway, I'm going to just say that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe and share the video too. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep up with my little obligations here. And I love y'all. And, look forward for me to get better at this and all that good stuff. Charges to my heart. Love you and see y'all in another video. Peace and love.